Alright, so I got this nice bike. As you can see here, the tire is totally flat. So the outer rim is very nice. It just the inner is flat. So I'm going to show you how to change out the back tire, the inner tube of the back tire. The tire for the front, it's much easier to change than the back because the back tire needs to be taken out of this clog. Okay, those clogs. So, and also I need to loosen this arm here in the back, you know, counterclockwise to loosen it. You know, loosen it, and the other thing is when I take it out, the brake is in the way, so I'm gonna have to loosen one of the brake, you know, either this side or the other side, and move the brake pads out of the way so I can remove this tire. You can see this is a brake pad, and this is the other side of brake pad. And when I try to lift it up, you can see now the brake pads is stopping the tires from, even though it's flat. Whoops, sorry. Even though it's flat, but it caught. See, the tire is caught by the brake pads. So I guess, you know, if you force it, and like I did here, it's kind of up and away from the brake pad, and now it's completely over. Let me put out, it's pretty dirty. Let me put on my gloves. You know, so the gloves are extremely important for these kind of dirty work. Much of the work in the garage is very dirty. This is an old gloves which I should have dumped, but I guess I'll use it for the very last time and then, you know, throw it away. These disposable gloves are, oops, done. See, can't even reuse it. Anyway, so lift this up, and then as you can see there, you know, so now this tire is totally out of there. Okay, so when I put it back, same thing. I'm gonna lift this up and put these clogs on that, over that, and then and remember it's this way, you know, to put it back, because this is the one that's on the right side. So now it's very simple. We're gonna remove the outer tire and get to the inner tube. Okay, you can see how dirty this is. So I'm putting on a new gloves because it's well worth the money to have the gloves. You know, anyway, so what you need is something like this. That's called the patch kit. Okay, and when you bought this, it comes with 3 bicycle, you know, these kind of tire removal tool, and you just need 2 of them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, first thing, I'm gonna remove this tube plug. Okay, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this out like so. Use the tool, and then I'm just gonna try to go around the tire rim. Okay, and then pull this thing out of there. There we go. Ugh. Come on. There you go. As you can see, it's that easy. And leave the other one over there. Leave him alone. Don't touch it. And you can see, as you go, as I am going around the tire, the outer tire just came up easily. Okay, now you can remove the other one, and as you can see what I'm doing here, lift this outer tire out of here and pull the tube, inner tube out of here, you know, just by turning and pulling, and then this inner tire just come off like so, you know. Okay, that's how this is. That's how you replace a inner tube of a bicycle. So if you bike regularly, then you know you're gonna repeat this kind of thing like all the time, maybe once a year, maybe even twice a year, because it's so easy to hit a flat tire, you know. And you can see this is the thing, and I happen to have a spare, because when you buy these inner tubes, it comes two in a package, you know, and you got to make sure this is the right tube. There's another kind that's inner and you know, which you don't want. You want this kind, you know. So make sure you buy the right kind of tire tube. And these two looks about the same, and there are tire marks on this thing. Says something about, there's some numbers 2132 371, but there's definitely somewhere tell me what the tire is, the tire size, and that's what I hope to see in this tube. And you know, if not, I'm just gonna stick the other tire in because they look about the same, you know, and even lengthwise they look about the same look. Let me see that? They look about the same length, you know, look about the same length to the floor. So, and probably about the same size, as you can see here, same width. This is mine. This is the tire over there, you know, and I don't seem to be able to find the old tires back, which is pretty interesting. Normally they would have those tire size on the old tires so you can match and buy the right size tire to replace it. But this one apparently it doesn't have it. If it does, it's scratched, so it's so difficult to see. I think it says 16 inch. I think this way it says 16. You see 16 barely in this circle. 16. Flip it over, you see QQ, or yeah, QQ or OO. You know, so this way says 16. You know, so it kind of sucks that you can't read the numbers. And here is just some serial number 2102371. You know, I'd rather not see this number. I'd rather see the tire size number. You know, but unfortunately, it's not in this tube here anywhere. You know, so I'm just gonna give it a whirl, you know. Yeah, get out of here. You see this new tube? Clearly has a mark. I'll show you. Not only where it's made, you know, Kenda is the, you know, company name, and it's 26 inches long by 1.9 inches, so it can be used for inner tube 1.9 inches to 2.125 inches, you know, made in China, of course. And then there's the serial number 310-404-200714. So you know, we're just gonna use that. And now I'm gonna try to put this inner tube back into this tire, and I'm gonna try to find the hole here. As you can see there, that's the hole. So I'm gonna start from here, because first thing you want to do is you want to put this thing in there. You know, put this through that through this tire, aluminum tire rim. And you know, so where is it? Right here. You see that? So I'm just gonna put this through there, and then I'm gonna, you know, insert it in there, you know, and you want to keep this straight. So let's see what happened here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to lay it, you know, try to put it behind the tire. You know, that's the key. Put it behind the tire. You know, put it behind the tire and try to have this, you know, so then you will be successful. So basically, you know, just like my fingers here, you know, stick these tires behind the, you know, insert it into the tire, you know, make sure it faces the right direction. And when you put it back, you want to make sure that you inflate just a little bit, or even not doing any inflation, because you need to let it through the and like I said, you want to make sure this is 90 degrees. So, you know, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit so that it's straight 90 degrees, you know, and then you can pull the outside, you know, back in there, you know, go around like so, right? You don't need tools to put it back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump this a little bit, pump a little bit of air. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just, you know, put it back into the bicycle, and then let's come back to here, you know, because once you inflate this thing, it's not going to be able to go through that those brake pads. So, you know, that's why I don't want to pump any air yet. And remember what I said, it's this handle is going to be to the right, pointing to the right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm dropping this rear tire back, and remember, this has to go, you know, and lower it into there, and you can see the tire is catching the brake pads there, you know. So what you do is you're gonna try to use your hand and help the tire to slide in between the brake pads, one side at a time, you know. Okay, so that side is over, and now you can lift up the frame and try to push the other side over, and it seems to me. There. Now both side is over, and you know you can kind of adjust the thing later. But for me, I'm going to push this back over here into this groove here, you know, and make sure this is, you know, this sits in that groove on both sides of the bicycle. Now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna tighten this, you know. Is it in? Oh, now it's in. Then you just tighten this clockwise, you know, tighten it until you cannot tie it, and then you bend it out a little bit. That locks it. All right, so it is good. What you want to do next is you want to adjust this brake pad. Make sure it's not catching, because like right now it's catching. And also you want to continue to make sure this air piece is straight against the frame. You know, I think it is straight. Okay, it is straight now. Make sure it's straight, and you're gonna pump air into here. But before we do that, we're gonna try to make sure this tire is not catching the brake. As you can see right now, it's catching the brake, so it's no good, you know, because the tire won't go. You see? So I'm gonna try to loosen this. Okay, good. Now you can see it's not catching. Okay, so that's how you do it. I just pull this brake pad's arm out a little bit, and then now it's okay. It's good. So I installed the kickstand over here with 2 hose clamps. This is the kickstand. You know, so now the kickstand is gonna work just by using those 2 hose clamps to clamp it down to the frame. Now, my next thing is I'm gonna pump air into here. Okay, so let's do it.